Nnamdi Kanu, Igbo leaders insist on political solution means rising tension for his release. Hello, my wonderful people. Everybody cannot be saying the same thing at the same time, and everybody cannot be wrong. Afeni Ferry, the Yoruba social political organization, also made a call that Sunday Igboho Nnamdi Kanu be released, because there is really no reason why this administration has continued to hold them in captivity. Sunday Igboho in Benin Republic, Nnamdi Kanu with Nigeria government. They've called on the international community to prevail on this set of government to ensure the safe release of these persons. Kanu and Igboho are prisoner of conscience, okay, for speaking out. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Nnamdi Kanu, Igbo leaders insist on political solution amidst rising tension for his release. Last week, a federal high court sitting in Abuja and presided over by Justice Binta held proceedings in the treason trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of separationist group Indigenous People of Biafra on Tuesday through Wednesday before eventually adjourning the case till February the 16th. In the southeast, a little boy identified as Kamsi, not more than 10, held out a mock gun which he had hidden between the edge of an old bicycle tire, pointing it to the sky as if to fire shots into the air, and began. A loaded gun about to explode Kano, and within 3 days, one thing must happen. Nnamdi Kanu must go home because he whose hands are clean will get justice. Let's come out en masse to fight for our brother, the little boy has said. If you don't release Nnamdi Kanu, I give them 3 days. If they don't release Nnamdi Kanu, my mentor and my savior, I will target Aso Rock. But why the little boy whose innocent outburst is testified to the level of emotional attachment to Kanu and great quest on the young generation had only a stroke of sharp gun with it, which he threatens and spoke into the air. An attack on Astrobot mentor on his mentor. The savior was not yet released. Tens and more young followers of IPOB leaders wandered around with real ones, wandering from place to place as Nigerian government targets them and saying they are one thing or another. This is not right. In practice, what has begun in the Middle East is not healthy for the nation. Anambra, where helpless women and others were seized, all to make a statement to the federal government that Nnamdi Kanu must be released, has become a place Kanu is from. And this is the growing violence can no longer be contained if the federal government does not do the right thing and release Kanu so that Nigeria can have peace, so the people of the southeast can have peace. The federal government should have a discussion and understand what is going on with the indigenous people of Biafra as well as Kanu. Have a discussion with them, understand what is happening rather than put Kanu in prison. Putting him in prison does not solve the matter, does not change what is going on at all. In 2012, a former disciple of the then trained man to actualize the Soviet Union of Biafra and all has continued. And so the federal government needs to quickly look into this matter rather than, picking on Kanu and putting him in prison, which is the true situation of what should be. The federal government needs to really pay attention. The federal government needs to come out of what they are currently doing. The federal government has continued to pretend like they are not aware of all the situations and all the cases that are happening, and all what's going on in the Southeast. In fact, in the Southeast, they can't be bothered. Okay, they are happy with all the destruction of lives and all that is going on. They can't be bothered at all. This is the government that we have that do not care what happens to the people they are supposed to be leading. They don't care in terms of what is going to change and what potentially could be changing. In fact, the Bokos are doing their own in the north. They don't mind what is going on in the south, just to make a statement that does not count. So Nigerians, the time to rise, the time to do the right thing is now. Okay, Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho has not committed any form of offense. And that's why I'm shocked and surprised that politicians will carry on with their political rally and declaration for whether they want to contest in an election or not, without paying attention to the people who, have seen or have identified that the government is lacking in some area and address this issue. Addressing this issue is a big way to start. Addressing what these people are going through is a huge way to start. Nnamdi Kanu, whether you like it or not, is speaking for tens of thousands of Biafrans. Is speaking their mind. Is speaking what exactly is going on with them. He's speaking in terms of what the area, what that region is facing. Let's look at it. And is it insecurity? Where does the southeast man stand? In the army, in the police, in the navy, in the air force? Where do you find an Igbo man in very high position? We'd like to know. Then let's come to politics. They are not number one, number two, number three. The president is not, the vice president is not, the senate president is not, speaker of the house of representative is not. Count it down. Just give it a go. And you say they are not neglected, they are not ostracized and treated as though they are second class or third class. Who will be happy with such? So Buhari needs to, do the needful and set Kano free. Leaders of Igbo land went to see him, say, free our son, please, and he bluffed them. He did not even bother. Is that the way to behave? Is that the way to look at things? Is that the way to really analyze the situation? The answer is no. So when you have a failed government as leaders, they don't pay attention to what matters. It's terrible, but it's the true situation of what is on ground. Okay? So if we want to come out of this, there are ways to go about it. There is urgent need for attention to get this matter settled. Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho should be freed. They should be freed. If they've committed an offense, then they can face the consequences of their actions. But honestly speaking, if it is just because of this whole you want Biafra, you want Yoruba nation, then this can be discussed, it can be resolved, rather than hold people ransom for committing no offense. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.